Hey everyone, it's Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News. We are hanging out at the weight room talking all things Rage in the Cage 65. Can't believe as we're filming this, we're just a couple of weeks away. And this is going to be a showdown that all of Oklahoma has been waiting for. I mean, the buzz the minute that Summer announced this fight, I mean, it was like hundreds of likes and lots of Facebook interaction on that. So how does that make you feel that so many people are looking forward to this?
It's fun, we're a couple of local boys. We actually used to train together a little bit. Tommy's real well known around Oklahoma City and all that. So I'm starting to come up in that area. People are starting to realize who I am and everything. So it'll be a fun little fight to kind of kick off my 2019. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to fight this year yet. I've had some things happen, but it'll be a fun one.
Do you feel like this is going to be your second pro fight? You made your pro debut not long ago for Rage in the Cage, and we were just talking about that. You faced Kendrick Slowball, and that was first round victory, of course, for you, and you were 5-0 as an amateur. Do you feel like all of that has been leading up to this being your biggest fight, with Tommy being, of course, the Bellator vet and that sort of thing?
Yeah, as any time goes, whenever you first start out, you want to fight, people that are, right where you're at, and your coaches want to give you the best opportunity to win. I still think I have the best opportunity to win in this fight, but, it's time to start stepping up the competition and getting those tough fights.
Right. No, I totally agree with that. And with your record of not having a loss on there, you really want to test yourself at this point.
Right.
So let's talk again about this. I know we've interviewed before. It's not our first time, but in case somebody's watching this for the first time and getting to know you, let's talk about what your ultimate goals are for your MMA career.
Go as far as I can go as high a level as I can. I set a goal at the beginning of the year that by the end of 2019, I wanted to be in Bellator, or possibly even UFC. Anything can happen with those impressive wins. You never know who's watching, but that's been my goal for this year, is to get to that higher record of fighters and all that. So,
all right, great goal, especially with your background right now and your winning record. Right now it's you've got a really good shot at that. And let's talk again. I just mentioned your background. What is your background in martial arts, and what made you want to step in the cage?
I'm a wrestler. I wrestled all through high school. Got into doing jiu-jitsu and all that. Started actually doing kickboxing and all that a little bit later, but I've come a long ways. I guess I would consider myself more of a freestyle fighter. I don't mind throwing the hands and the feet, but ultimately, I like to get it to the ground and punish them there.
Punish them there. All right. Well, and I can't do an interview with you, Zach, without mentioning Sweet Liam and his battle against cancer right now. So tell us a little bit about that. And do you feel like that his battle and him being such a warrior, do you feel like that pushes you some, or do you feel like just everything that you're going through holds you back? Does it play a role in your fighting career?
I think it almost pushes me too much. Here lately, I've had a couple of small little injuries that has kept me from fighting, but that's always in the back of my head. That's the reason why I do it. That's the reason why I get up every day and go to the gym. And because he's got the biggest fight right now. He's what we're doing out here, getting in the cage and all that, it's nothing compared to what he does on a daily basis and what he has to handle. So I want to put on a good performance and whatnot. He loves watching me fight. And he loves just watching fights. Any time that I go to the gym, he can't go with me. He's throwing a fit and crying and everything. So it's more motivation, and I think that's what puts me over the edge. I can go either way, but that in the back of my head, I think I'm unstoppable.
Definitely sounds like it. And, being a parent myself, I have 4 little ones. I can't imagine the emotions that you go through, and the fact that you and Caitlin are both able to remain so strong for him, and that you show him his normal life is continuing. Your dad's an MMA fighter. I'm not going to stop that. I'm going to continue training. And I feel like that you, both of you, really give him that fighting spirit and that edge up. So,
yeah, and I fight with a different fire, knowing that he's watching me, So we don't like to sugarcoat things in our family. This is what we're dealing with. This is how we're going to deal with it. We're going to continue on with our lives, because in reality, life doesn't stop whenever something like this happens. The bills still come, car payments still due. So we got to get on with our lives, realize, this is what's going to happen. This is probably how it's going to end. We just got to deal with it and take it one day at a time.
Great outlook. And I love your fighting spirit and his, and obviously it's rubbing off in your son. So congratulations on that. All right. Before we wrap it up, any shout outs, any, talk about your gym, and, any last words that I may have not asked you?
Yeah. Shout out to Prodigy Jiu-Jitsu, Tyler Griffin, all my guys there in the gym. They've been pushing me here lately. Shout out to Jason Tracy, Fallen Angel Tattoos. He's one of my sponsors. The Wolf Trap, American Shaman CBD, Manuel Rivera's new shop, and Cortez Coleman. He actually sponsored my shorts and everything, so helped me get that together. So.
Fantastic. Talking about Oklahoma legends in the sport. Now, I do want to mention, we're talking about your battle in the cage, Liam's battle, but there's another battle brewing right now as I speak in the next room, and that's the ticket checkout. Apparently, we were just checking out tickets today, but not all the fighters are getting the number of tickets that you guys are wanting. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, thanks to the epic main event that we have against John Hill and Brad Failer, there's not very many tickets left. This show is selling out, and it's selling out quick. So if you guys are wanting to come out to the show, don't wait to get your tickets. I think they're just about sold out online. So more than likely, people are going to have to hit up fighters to get their tickets.
Yep, exactly. And that's been the case the last probably dozen Rage in the Cage events. We've sold out so soon. And so we're hoping for the bigger venues and such like that. But until then, you guys, unfortunately, I feel like fighters and your fans suffer the most in not being able to, get everybody in there that you want to. But like Zachary said, get your tickets. You got plenty of tickets?
I've got plenty of them, so hit me up if you want them.
All right, so he was able to check out some tickets today. I know we're letting our pro fighters get first dibs on those tickets. So hit up any of the fighters on the card, or of course, you can go on stubwire.com. And like Zachary said, those are about sold out there. And other than that, we will see you guys April 20th, 2019 at the Sugar Creek Casino for this fire of a card, Rage in the Cage 65. See you then.